What is up, everyone? How is everyone doing out there today? Welcome back to Wildcat MTG, and today we've got ourselves a good old-fashioned Modern Horizons 2 box break. You know what? I'm just really happy that I have patrons that enjoy opening up Modern Horizons 2 as much as I do. And so today we're going to crack this bad boy open. We're going to distribute some packs around. Everyone's going to get 9 packs. We're going to hopefully pull some fun stuff. We'll talk a little bit about Modern Horizons 2. And really, it's just about enjoying the opening experience today. With that being said, why don't we go ahead and dive on in. And let's crack some packs. So, big shout out to my patrons. This is box break is going to be done by Ven Corbin, Gremlin, Soulrina, and Jeff. Everyone's going to get 9 packs out of this tier draft box. And yeah, like I said, hopefully we pull some fun things. Modern Horizons 2, of course, has just plenty of juice to it with fetch lands and cool elemental mythic cycle. Even with the reprint, I don't think anybody here amongst this crowd would be upset about pulling a Ragavan. What else do we got? We have Urza Saga, we have the Ristic Buddy, the Esper Sentinel, Yavimaya Cradle, Douthie Voidwalker. There's just so much good stuff in Modern Horizons 2. And, you know, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I have opened up an absolute ton of this set. Not sure that I ever really get tired of it. So sometimes even when it's not me doing the opening, it's still me doing the opening, and this is great. Again, shout out to my patrons for participating and allowing me to do this. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 9 for Ven Corbin. We've got another 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? I can count. I can do stuff. 9 for Gremlin. 5, 7, 8, 9 for Soulrina, which should, if the math works out, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for Jeff. Cool. All right, let me shift these around just a little bit here. Again, no battle today, just a nice easy box break. Hopefully pull some good stuff here. So since everyone's got 9 packs, why don't we go ahead and just do it in rounds of 3. We'll open 3 at a time for each person, and away we go. I think even with the reprint, Ragavan is still carrying I think he's still carrying a pretty good value. It's dropped by a few dollars, but not really that many. Still led by Solitude and Endurance as well. You know, just Modern Horizons 2 doing Modern Horizons 2 things. So we've got a Thraben Watcher, Scour the Desert, Ren's Run Hydra. First rare is a Riptide Laboratory. Sure. Okay. Ooh, double rare pack. Sure. Chef's Kiss. Actually, kind of a cool spell. Doesn't see like a ton of play, but yeah, it's like a red counter spell. And then a Nested Shambler after that, and a Beast Token. All right. Not a lot of juice there, but a lot of ball game left. That's only the first pack. And, you know, again, I know Misty, Rainforest, and Scalding Tarns are, you know, still sub $20, but to me, that's not really a matter of if they climb back over $20, $25, $30 again. It's really a matter of when. And so, I'll be honest, I still continue to hang on to all of mine. Doesn't seem like the right time to get rid of them, right? If you were going to get rid of them, it was that ship sailed. Young Necromancer, Lucid Dreams, Batterbone, good uncommon. Extruder, and rare is there we go. First fetch land of the box. Very nice. Good old Arid Mesa. And again, I never get tired of fetch lands. So that is a pretty sweet hit. First fetch land of the box. Love to see a, 3+ fetch land box. I think that's a good place to be. Not bad. Nice hit there, Ven. Okay. On draft boxes, you typically average right around 6 mythics, so now there's, with how much of this product has been open, there are a bunch of swing and miss mythics. There's a lot of juice up at the top, but there is definitely some swing and miss at the bottom, so hopefully we see more of the juicy stuff. All right, Fast and Furious. Uncommon after that is Sea Drake, because why not? Rare after that is Master of Death. Master of Death. So Arid Mesa, definitely the best rare of the first 3. That's a pretty good start, though. Not bad, not bad. All right, Gremlin, you're up next. I even think like some of the stuff that is kind of like gained and then lost steam There's some cards that have spiked. They didn't really see sustained value, but they definitely saw some play where they went up in value. I think Dress Down is a really good example of that. When Dominaria United came out, the Scion of Draco, that Mythic with what's the mechanic? Domain really jumped up in price, and that's kind of sunk back down again. Angelic Curator. Rare is a Ave Progenitor Ooze. Not a very good one. Progenitor Oof, more like it. Kind of a womp. Like, that's been like kind of like a bad rare since day one. It's been a day one bad rare. There's another example. There's another card I was thinking of that kind of saw some extra added play and then spiked up and then went back down, kind of slowly creep its way back down again. I can't remember what it is offhand. There was one more example I had besides Dress Down and besides Sign of Draco. Arcbound Whip, Sudden Edict, Squirrel Mob, Squirrel. Ooh, first Mythic of the box is a nice sword of Hearth and Home. Really, really good sword. I actually think this is probably one of the better swords. Sees a bunch of commander play. Probably still like really, really uber affordable right now, but again, one of those cards I think is just going to continue to go up in price over time. Really, really solid hit there. Very nice. First Mythic of the box, and it is a good one. Sweet, sweet. That's what I'm talking about. Fetch lands and swords. Crab cakes and football. All right. Next pack up. Necromancer's Familiar. Tireless Provisioner. Actually, still a really good uncommon. Graceful Restoration. Uncommon after that. Mishra's Factory. Rare after that is a Nettle Cyst. Actually, still kind of a good card. It's kind of... Ooh, foil rare. What is this? Lannis Cryptozoologist. First foil rare of the box. You usually are going to average one or two of this. This is the Cryptozoologist. Actually, the foiling on this looks really nice, but not a super valuable card. And Nettle Cyst is kind of actually a little bit of an underappreciated rare after that, or rare also. Sword we're going to keep on top for sure there. All right, Solrina, you are up next. So we've 6 packs, 1 Mythic down. It's a good one. We're 1 fetch land in. Haven't seen a lot of the, well, I guess besides the fetch lands, which I kind of count separately, we haven't seen any of the good rare hits yet. Again, that's like Dauthi Voidwalker, Urza Saga, Esper Sentinel, Yavimaya Cradle of Growth. So let's see some of that stuff. Rare is a Chainer Nightmare Adept. Kind of a cool in Reanimator decks. Double rare pack, Search the Premises. And a token after that. All right. I think Modern Horizons 2, well, tough to say age well. I wonder, this is just me thinking out loud, just going off the cuff here. I wonder how many print runs, hey, nice little step through retro, Modern Horizons 2 had. Like, the answer is a lot, right? What do we think? I wonder how many different print runs this had. 4? 5? I don't know the answer to it. Really a rhetorical question, but the answer's got to be a lot, right? Said and done. Rare is a Braids Cabal minion. Double rare pack, Unmarked Grave. Actually a really serviceable, playable rare. Like that card. Not a ton of value, but it is a really good rare. Jeff, right? No, one more. I was like, is that only 2 packs? It's only 2 packs. One more pack for Solrina before we move on to Jeff. And that being said, I think the market did... I mean, there was a time, and I know POA has referenced this, Pack Opening Addict has referenced this on his channel while he's opened these boxes before. The good old days of Modern Horizons 2, when this set first came out, Goblin Bombardment, first rare. We have like a triple rare pack. Damn! Solid rare. Very nice. Pretty versatile. And a foil common Tavern Scoundrel after that. The first days, like for the first... I would say solid month or maybe even 2 months. So what's typical is like a new set comes out and there's pre-sale prices that are to the moon, and then of course the singles hit the market and they come crashing back down to earth. There was like a solid month to 2 months with Modern Horizons 2. Nice little DRC, Dragon's Rage Channeler, Steel Dromedary, Zuron Orb. Rare after that is an Inevitable Betrayal. It's inevitable. Foil uncommon is a Radiant Epicure. Where with Modern Horizons 2, the prices stayed really, really inflated. And it really was like arbitrage, whether it was a collector box, set box, or draft box. You almost couldn't miss for about the first month and a half. I mean, Ignoble Hierarchs were like $30 when this set came out. And then they were down to 20, and then they were still hanging around at 10, 15. And that's still a card I really like long term, but just kind of illustrating, like, again, you just fetch lands, Misties, and Scaldings were still 40, 50 bucks a piece. You couldn't miss. It was really, really hard to miss on these boxes. Essentially straight up arbitrage. All right, pack Gnomes. Rare Sanctifier Invec, a card that I really like that is not super valuable, but one that I still really, really like. Blessed Respite, foil uncommon after that. All right, box. I'm going to need you to turn it up here. We've gone more than a few packs without anything super crazy good, and I don't like it. But Modern Horizons 2 definitely not the standard, right? That's not typically what happens. That's definitely the exception and not the rule. Urban Daggertooth, Terramorph, Vidalcan Infiltrator, Captain Ripley Vance, Seal of Cleansing. Rares, there we go, nice. Second fetch land of the box, it is a Marsh Flats, and even if it's the lower tier, quote unquote lower tier with Arid Mesa and Marsh Flats, again, I just don't feel like you can go wrong with fetch lands. That's nothing wrong with that at all. Very nice. Jade Avenger after that. Cool. So we did hit our second fetch land of the box. We're at least 2, and we do have a good first Mythic. Now we just need to turn up the Mythic count. All right, Ven Corbin, back to you for 3. Glass half full. We haven't hit any bad Mythics. Glass half empty. We've only hit 1 Mythic. A lot of ball game left. Here we go. Blossoming Calm. All right. Arc-bound Javelineer. Combined Chrysalis. Cursed Totem. This card used to actually be worth more than a few bucks as well when it first came out. Good old Cursed Totem. Rare Verdant Command in the sketch. Kind of a little ding up there too. That's not awesome. But thankfully it's only a Verdant Command. We have a second foil rare. This is a Sketch Moderation. That's not where we wanted to use our Sketch foil rare. Unfortunate. Moderation. Cool looking card. I'm one of the people that like the sketch and actually prefer that, but that is definitely not the business in terms of value. All right. Time to turn it up, box. I'm going to need to see some Mythics, or at least some high-level rares. Here we go. I will say the nice thing about Modern Horizons 2 is, while maybe they haven't retained value just because of the amount of this open, there's still some really, really good uncommons. I showed Dragon's Rage Chandler earlier. Prismatic, Prismatic Ending, I think is the other really good one. There's Tireless Provisioner. So there is some really Seal of Cleansing. I mean, there's a lot of still playable stuff in this set. All right, rare is a Usury Fortune's Flame. And a token after that. All right, one more for Ven before we move on back to Gremlin. Best hit, still the Arid Mesa. Not a bad hit. Definitely not a bad hit. But as we approach like the middle portion of this box, where are the Mythics? Here we go. Dehada's Ploy, sure. Aethersworn Sphinx, Squirrel Sanctuary. Blazing Root Walla. Okay, here we go. Mog Salvage. One more. Here we go. Come on. Mythic. Grist, the Hunger Tide. You know what? The Planeswalkers are not where the super valuable stuff is, but if you're going to pull a Planeswalker, this is definitely one to pull. Grist is not a bad hit. Pretty good Mythic there. And I would say, definitely more hit than miss. So I mentioned that there's some pretty terrible Mythics in this set. Terrible is kind of a relative term, but as far as value is concerned, you could certainly do worse than Grist. Not bad. All right, back to Gremlin, who had the only other Mythic before that pull with the Sword of Hearth and Home. Here we go. Discerning Taste, Aeromoeba, Filigree Attendant, Ravenous Squirrel, Monoskellion. Come on, come on, come on. Rare is a Patriarch's Bidding. Actually, a solid rare. This actually was a pretty valuable card before the reprint. Double rare pack, Obsidian Charmaw. A card that I constantly point to as a card that I actually thought was going to be better than it actually turned out to be. Unfortunate. I was like, oh my gosh, like, it's cheaper if they're playing this. It destroys lands and it's a flyer or dragon. And just never really quite caught on. I would say that probably part of that is because I like kind of pegged it as being like anti-Tron, and Tron's not really a thing right now. Caprichrome, Altar of the Goyf, Seal of Removal. Show something good. Come on, Diamond Lion. That's not what I was referring to. That's not something good. Seal of Removal foil. Cool little foil. And token. All right. Thus far, all the good rares are evading us. Well, I take that back. 2 fetch lands isn't bad, and you do have to count those as far as like the good rares are concerned. I almost just tend in my mind to separate fetch land count from the other rares. Radiant Epicure. Rakdos Headliner. Rare is a Shardless Agent. Actually, again, another example of a card that has actually had a lot of pretty good value before the reprint. Calibrated Blast after that. So we did have a double rare pack, but nothing real juicy there. Still the sword on top. All right, Soul Arena, you're up next. This box is, feel like we just hit that middle, even though I shuffled up all the packs, that middle portion of the box where it's just like a glut of bulk seems to be the case with a lot of like these types of boxes. So now let's get past the glut of the muck of mediocrity and start hitting the gas again. Here we go. Breathless Knight, Tormod's Crypt Keeper, Thraben Watcher, Sweep the Skies, Scurry Oak. Rare is a Solitary Confinement. Okay. Suspend. And a token. All right. How about show me an Endurance or a Solitude? How about that? Let's see some of that. Here we go. If I get super greedy, maybe it'll give me like a borderless one. Like a borderless Solitude would be sweet. All right, Fey Offering. Lucid Dreams. Spreading Insurrection. Rare is a Wonder. Ugh. Ugh. Gross. Out of Time. And another token. Ugh. Come on. Come on. I'm beginning to get impatient. Box has not been Pound Town by any means, but the fact that like we haven't hit like any of the rares, again, aside from the fetch lands that are carrying the box value, that's kind of been the difference maker, because we haven't done poorly on the mythics. We've just only pulled a couple. All right, here we go. Floodhound, sure. Tide Shaper in the retro. Kaleidoscorch. Sanctuary Raptor. Rare is a Nevinaral's Disc or Larry Niven's Disc. Rare after that, a General Ferris Rockerick. And a token. All right. On to Jeff. Jeff, reignite us. You had a fetch land in your last set of pulls. Stoke the flames here. Get this thing rolling. All right, here we go. Fodder Tosser, sure. Archfiend of Sorrows, actually a really good card when you're drafting this set. Ether Sworn Sphinx. Rakdos Headliner. Hunting Pack. Rare is another General Ferris Rockerick. Okay. I was worried that we weren't going to double up on these, but phew, that's been we've gotten past that. All right, come on. Bone Shards. Nice little retro frame Bone Shards at that. All right, Chrome Courier. Herd Baloth. Another Archfiend of Sorrows. Okay. Arcus Acolyte. Counterspell. Good old Counterspell. Counterspell's, I think, just like $1 or $2 just for being Counterspell. All right, we have another Mythic. What is this? Cauldron Complete. Hey, all right. Again, not like top tier, but far from dumpster fire. Very playable, very good Mythic. So, not bad. I will take that. Definitely take me some Cauldron Completes. Excellent. Excellent. So another Mythic. So we have 3 Mythics in, and while we haven't hit any of the top tier stuff, we also haven't hit any of the bottom tier stuff. Cauldron Complete, Sword of Hearth and Home, and a Grist. I can live with that. I can live with that. Not bad. Here we go. Abiding Grace. Sudden Edict. Zuron Orb again. Rare is a Ignoble Hierarch. Nice. If you watch this channel, you know this is still one of my favorite cards from this set. I have kept and I've opened and kept a bunch of these. So, nice. Good old Jim. Jim of Jim and Pam. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Not a bad set of packs. Cauldron Complete, Ignoble Hierarch. Not bad. And that was go with your Marsh Flats. All right. So that's not bad. All right. Last round of packs here. While I feel like we're trending in the right direction, I really, really want to see some more juice. We still haven't hit anything like super upper tier. Should be live for at least a couple Mythics, I would think, as well in these final 12 packs. Let's go. Start us off, Van Corbin. Here we go. Nested Shambler, sure. Breaking the Ice, Lazotep Chancellor. Sanctuary Raptor. Kyrian Ranger. And rare is it? Nice! There we go. Fetch land number 3 of the box. And number 2 for Van Corbin. That is a Verdant Catacombs. Very, very nice. Congrats on that. 3 fetch land box is, you can certainly do worse than that. Not bad at all. That's already like kind of like exceeding box average. So it's usually between 2 and 3. So, you know, I'll take anywhere 3 north of 3. Not bad. All right. Next pack up. Here we go. Foundation Breaker. Kaleidoscorch. Brainstone. Flame Rift again, sure. We have a rare. It is a Lannis Cryptozoologist. Okay, were you the one that opened the foil version? I can't remember. But it is the Cryptozoologist. All right, here we go. Last pack. Whoa. Still intact. All right. Let's end this one with a good one. Here we go. Feast of Sanity. Glorious Enforcer. Specimen Collector. Soul Snare. Rare is a Dermotaxi. Womp womp. All right. Can't win them all, but you know what? 2 fetch lands you could do, and a Grist. You could do a lot worse than that. I would say all in all, not bad. Not bad. All right, Gremlin, you are up next. Let's see if we can't get you something to go with your sword. So are we... What are we in? 3 Mythics in? 3 or 4? So we should be live, I would think, for at least 1 more, maybe 2. Here we go. Road and Ruin. Prismatic Ending. Quality Uncommon. Very nice. Batterbone. Hunting Pack. Rare is a Moderation. Nope. Not the business there. All right. Let's get some more fetch lands. How about that? If we're not going to hit the super high-end Mythics, let's hit some more fetch lands. Let's go for fetch lands 4 and 5. All right. Underworld Hermit. Barb Spike. Liquid Metal Torque. Another Mythic. It is a Mirari's Wake. Okay, not bad. And that's on that reprint slot as well. So, yeah, that's not bad at all. I think Mirari's Wake is obviously very, very playable, especially if you're a Commander player. That's a cool card still. Nice on the Mirari's Wake. Rise and Shine after that. Concluding with the Squirrel Token. Oops, put that in the wrong pile there. All right, 1 more pack for Gremlin. See if we can't get you to go something to go with your Mirari's Wake and Sword of Hearth and Home. Mirari's Wake is another one of those cards, again, like many of the cards in the set, that they cashed in on the reprint equity. But it was necessary. It was a good reprint, a good solid reprint. It brought the value way down, but it's one of those cards where, again, over time, when there will be a time when Modern Horizons 2 will not be readily available. And if there's a decent amount of time in between the reprint, I would suspect those cards will start to slowly tick up in value. Diamond Lion, Retro Frame Diamond Lion. I would have rather that have been a fetch land. It's not what I wanted to see there from that Retro Frame slot. Unfortunate. But you know what? Sword of Hearth and Home and a Mirari's Wake, you could certainly do worse. All right, Solrina. Solrina's the guy we need to get some action to, because thus far, it's not been pretty here. Come on. Come on, box. Help you out. Help us out here. All right, so we have Necromancer's Familiar. Sure. Graceful Restoration. Scour the Desert. Uncommon. Scourge Familiar. Rare is a Magus of the Bridge. Okay. And a foil common behind that, captured by Legax. All right. When I meant help us out, I was not referring to Magus of the Bridge. Just to make that clear. All right, here we go. All right, so we've got a Glinting Creeper. Arcbound Shikari. All right, Healer's Luck. Milliken. Rare is a Resurgent Belief. And a token after that. Come on. All right. Timeless Witness. Nice. Skyblade's Boon. Power Depot. Greed. Love that picture. Love the art. There we go. There's a Mythic. Oh, it's... Yeah, Drone Dahada. Yeah, this is unfortunately one of the swing and miss mythics I was referring to. It is a mythic, but it's a feels bad mythic. Oh, third foil rare, though. Come on. Be something good. Hey, Profane Tutor. All right. Not a world beater, but, you know, if you're looking for something to helpfully salvage your pulls and a decent playable card, a foil Profane Tutor is not a bad way to go. Takes a little bit of the sting off, but, yeah, overall, unfortunately, not my best pulls for Soul Arena there. But, again, foil Profane Tutor takes a little of the sting off. All right, here we go, Jeff. Come on, box. Show us what you got. All right, another Tireless Provisioner. Yeah, good uncommon. Arcbound Whelp. Liquimetal Torque. Patchwork Gnomes. Calibrated Blast is that retro frame. Again, a little bit of that. I don't know what that is. It's almost like loose cardboard. It's not like a dent or anything. So retro frame, Calibrated Blast. A foil, fourth foil rare. It is Piru the Volatile. Interesting. A fourth foil rare. That is very, very uncommon. Unfortunately, we didn't crush it with any of the foil rares, but it is a foil rare nonetheless. Good old Piru the Volatile. You know, if even two of those four foil rares had been like cards of substance, it really changes the complexion of this box. This box hasn't been bad. It just hasn't been great. Like, it hasn't been super gas, right? We haven't seen really any of the top tier rares. That's what's kind of been missing. The mythics we could certainly take, but missing some of those rares. It really almost feels like most of them. Rare is a Void Mirror. All right, come on. Last pack. No, and again, the funny part is, if you think about where like the original prices were, any 3 fetch land box, you're like, yeah, that's great. Verdant Catacombs, what is that? 25 bucks. Marsh Flats and Arid Mesas, what are those? 25 bucks a piece also? It's been, you know, it's how it's aged because there are so many more copies in the wild currently. All right, Sweep the Skies. Slag Strider. Yavimaya Elder. Come on, box. Let's help us finish off strong. Dauthi Voidwalker. Hey, finally one of those impact rares. Cool. And a foil common after that is Foul Watcher. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and say that, like, this isn't the spiciest box ever, but a 3 fetch land box that also had overall most of the mythics were at least not trash mythics. Missing the upper tier stuff is kind of what hurt, right? It was no Urza Saga, no Esper Sentinel, none of the elementals as far as the mythic cycle. So this ends up being like a really, really medium feeling or even below average feeling box. But again, if you go, hey, there's 3 fetch lands in here, you could certainly do worse. Most boxes you would take that. Anyways, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thanks so much. I appreciate my patrons. Thank you guys. That is it for me today. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button for you if you're not subscribed already. Hit the like button for me, and of course, by all means, drop me some comments. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much, everybody, and be well.